Yeah.
Alright, hello
I just keep it
everybody.
steady on the
Welcome back
magic.
to the Uprooted
Do my thing, I'm
podcast.
healing, it's
Yeah,
fantastic.
we're gonna just have some good
If I fall, I was
conversation
automatic.
about some good topics.
You ain't
some
know
good
now,
people.
you know. I'm the one raised myself like a tree from the roots. West side girl, cause she lit in the coast. East side girl when she speaks to the roots. Stay 100 cause she on with the truth. Been there on struggle, know that it pass. Only going up, yeah, the pain don't last. Ooh, take off. Ooh, take off. Ooh, take off. This is take off. Shorty like Brandy, fight like Monica. What you know about her? Baby girl rising, way to the top. Shaking the world, don't expect her to stop. Purpose so great, she get what she got. Follow her step, cause she following God. What you need more, got a heart full of gold. Even at times when it's raining and cold. Ooh.
Hey,
She
y'all,
about
it's
to
your
take
girl
off.
Hannah, aka Rutan, and you are watching the Uprooted podcast. Today is none other than Manifest Mondays, and this one it's gonna be a live one. Okay, it's gonna be a little different. I am doing this journey to healing, journey to softness, I should say, and it's a doozy. It's a real doozy, y'all. It's been a lot for me, honestly. I don't think I realized what I was signing up for when that came to me and when I decided to manifest that one and speak that one out loud. So yeah, this has been an interesting time. Trying to get myself together, but we already know Manifest Mondays is about trying to make things positive out of all the negative, and it's definitely not an easy task, but we out here, we doing it. Y'all are doing it with me. As you guys know, or if you've been following, it's not been the easiest week or so for me, so I'm doing my best to show up authentically and practice what I preach. So today is all about what's your armor, and we got a lot of it. we got a lot of armor that we put on, and it's almost overwhelming sometimes because we don't even realize it's still there. And I wrote this weeks ago about wanting to take my armor off and really wanting to be soft and feminine and all of those things. I didn't realize what the journey was gonna take. I really didn't. I didn't know what the journey was gonna take, and it's a lot. It's a lot, y'all. So just to catch everybody up, last week it was right after the festival, and it was such a beautiful time, and I was really looking forward to connecting with all my friends and people that I've been working with and organizing with for the last 9 months, and it was all of that. I got the reunion that I wanted. I got to hug on and love on some people that I have been wanting to see and wanting to spend time with, and then it also brought up old triggers and old resentment and old wounds, and I'm not gonna lie, I woke up feeling heavy today. It's just the weight of all of it is just sitting on me, and I don't want it there. I don't want to sit in it, and I know it sucks because I just got finished telling somebody else they got to sit in it, and so I'm doing my work, and I'm letting the emotions be what they are. And if I'm honest, it was a lot of anger. You know, when you're triggered, usually anger is the first thing that comes. And I was very angry, and I said it when I was talking to Mele on Wednesday. I wanted the world to burn. I really did. I understood that sentiment. I was like, I'm over this. I'm done with these stupid games. I don't know why we got to keep doing this. And then I was reminded, the advice that I would give anybody else. And that's everything happens for a reason. If you're triggered, double down, figure out what your issue is, work your way through it. And that's what I'm doing. I've been working my way through it. And I'm gonna just say this. Violence against women is always gonna be a trigger for me. It is always going to be a trigger for me. Let me find out it's trash day again, y'all. Just kidding. It's always gonna be on Mondays. It's like timing too, like consistently timing. Thank you, Benny. So for me, the thing that makes me saddest is the normalizing of violence. And I'm already getting emotional. Damn. It's so sickening. It really is. And it's an epidemic, you know? It's really an epidemic. And it's one that goes, like, ignored. And I think the thing that bothers me the most is, like, the fake shock that everybody has, that it happens around them. And it's like, I don't know what statistics I need to pull for y'all. When I was in college, probably even high school, the statistics that women would experience some type of sexual violence in their life was 1 in 4. 1 in 4. And that's people who actually are brave enough to report it. That's not even talking about them getting justice. That's literally just that it happened, right? Nothing about their healing, nothing about the impact that it has on them, just the pure statistic that for no reason other than the fact that you were born a woman, that you are going to experience some type of violence. Like, for no reason other than you being born, do you have to be oppressed? And it's just like, how is it that everyone understands oppression when it happens to them, but wants to turn a blind eye when it's happening to women? You're birthed out of women. I don't get it. And I stopped trying to, because I feel like people don't want to be uncomfortable. They don't want to sit in the uncomfortable truth of the matter. And it's really annoying. And it's really frustrating, and it's really hurtful when you are asked to tell your story and you're met with shock. I was like, what are you shocked about? When are you gonna stop being shocked? When are you gonna stop pretending? That's really what I want to ask these guys. When are you gonna stop pretending? You police women. We live with the double standard of women shouldn't be this way. Oh, don't dress like that. You're gonna draw attention. Oh, do this, or whatever the case is. We get all these things. I'm like, you're so busy policing us because you know how trash these guys are. And instead of focusing your effort on teaching them to be better human beings, you just police the hell out of women. And I'm over it. I've been over it. And I've been getting a lot of, you're so brave, you're so strong, thank you for speaking up, this, that, and the third. And I just want to tell all of y'all, this ain't got shit to do with me being brave. This has everything to do with the fact that I'm fed up. And I don't want to keep living in a world where I have to watch my back. And I have to consider, if I wear this, will I draw the wrong attention? Will this be an invitation for these guys to talk to me uninvited and unwelcome? Am I gonna have to defend myself? I don't want to ask these questions anymore. I'm tired of that. The safest place for me that I want is to be in my man's arms. And that's probably my biggest obstacle to dealing with y'all and even thinking about being married. I'm like, I gotta get to a place where I feel completely safe with the person, and I have to go through all these fucking obstacles to get there because of experiences like this, and because people want to normalize violence, and people want to make excuses of Oh, well, he's drunk and he's this, and oh, he's really a good person. He owns a business. Oh, he has a family. What that got to do with me? None of that mattered to you. None of that mattered to you when you decided to violate me. So why should I care? And why should I have to babysit somebody else's feelings? You don't want to look in the mirror because you're a monster. And that's not my problem. And it's not my burden. And I refuse to wear it. And I refuse to have that be on my shoulders. Because it's not fair. It's not my shame and it's not my guilt. So everyone who keeps trying to tell me, oh, you should be careful of how you handle this and won't, please go tell somebody else that shit. Stop talking to victims about their pain. Y'all ignore your own pain, so that's why you don't know how to deal with anybody else's. I'm not ignoring my shit. I've been sitting in it all week. This other person, chilling. Actually, he's not chilling, because he knows I know who he is, and he's on a campaign trying to make himself look good. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. It is disgusting and it's hurtful. More than anything, it's hurtful. Your ego and your pride is so big that you're willing to let women die for it. You're not a man. You're a little boy in a big person's body. And I don't know why they let... I really don't know why they be letting y'all call yourselves adults. Call yourselves men. Not a man. The people I have on my show, the people who I bring on Sundays to speak, those are real men. Those are real men who stand up for women, who respect women, who respect their mothers and sisters, who understand life doesn't happen without us. That's what a real man is. This, I'm gonna get drunk and do whatever I want. I don't want to deal with my pain. That's a joke. It's a really big joke. It's annoying. I just, Okay, let me see. Oh, I didn't even realize y'all in here commenting. My sweet sis, B-Lynn, she said, brave, being unwilling to betray yourself. I see you, sis. Listen. No, they're definitely not tapped into their divine masculinity, that's for sure. Because if they were, your divine masculinity is centered around this idea of protection. Who the hell are you protecting? You protected your ego. You protected your pride. That's for sure. Clearly, homie knows what's up. So, this is me taking my armor off. And let me tell y'all a little bit about armor, because that's where I started, and I kind of went on a little bit of a rant here. When we're hurt and just conditioned in society, we've learned survival things. We've learned to put on armor. We've learned to protect ourselves. And if any of you follow Brene Brown, she's amazing. She's dope. I love her. She speaks about 3 different armors that we tend to use to protect ourselves. And one of them is foreboding joy. This Manifest Mondays is a direct counter to that, right? This idea that we don't let ourselves feel happy because we're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. We're always waiting for the next bad catastrophe, and we're just like dress rehearsing pain. We all do that, right? And I keep reminding everybody, you can feel whatever joy. I still had joyful moments in this week, regardless of the incident that happened to me and the triggering that I felt. I've taken it so easy on myself. I've done all my coping mechanisms, the healthy ones and the non-healthy ones, and I'm really just trying to be in a better place. And so that's one armor I've taken off and I feel really good about. Like, I really do my best to like practice gratitude and take the happy moments when they come, because yeah, bad shit's gonna keep happening. Doesn't mean you don't get to celebrate your wins, man. So that's the first armor. I'm helping y'all do that work already. The second one is perfectionism. I am a recovering perfectionist, I will say. And that one is self-explanatory, right? This idea of an image, this idea of playing the part. And I will say this is probably one of the biggest things in immigrant communities that I've come across. People want the picture to look so good. Man, they want to paint their pictures like there's no pain, like they literally just try to erase the bad shit. They try to ignore it and think the problem's going away. Hey, newsflash, the problem's not going away. The statistics of women being harmed are not going down. So this whole let's not talk about it thing is not going to work. It's not. We tried that for generations. This is a curse I'm really, really serious about breaking for us. And it just, you so obsessed with the picture. By the time you're done building up this fake reality for yourself, you're not going to recognize yourself in the mirror. I promise you that. So this idea of perfectionism, I let that one go. Let that one go a long time ago. If that's still your armor, it's not worth it. Just be real. Be yourself. Okay, you got to look in the mirror at the end of the day and love you. And you're not going to be able to do that if you're always looking for something wrong. Thank you, Madi. She said, I'm here to bring it down with you, sis. Yeah. When I say protect Black women, I really, really mean it. And then the last armor that she talks about is this idea of numbing, right? We all numb. All of us. Man, this one hurts, guys. And I will say that I'm a self-aware number. You know, I'm very self-aware. And I compartmentalize a lot. But the one that I see and the one that causes your addiction is when you're trying to numb your pain. And who's always on the short end of that stick? It's always women. And I said this, and I'm speaking directly to the man who thought that it was a smart idea to play with me, that it was a smart idea to try me and to take his anger out on me. One, I'm not your punching bag. Go to the gym, go to therapy, do whatever you need to do, but I'm not your punching bag. Black women are not your punching bag. Women in general are not your punching bag. Matter of fact, nobody is your punching bag. Go to the gym, get a real one. All right, that's number one. But I just want to talk about the numbing when we're putting on our armor. And everybody has their vice. I get it. I'm not judging you for yours. Let me just talk about how this relates to women, okay? And I'm really tired of everyone trying to make this a Tagadu problem. This is not a Tagadu problem. This is anybody who is oppressed, okay? Anybody who's going through life things. Everybody does this to some degree. We numb because life is hard. Here's the problem. Some of us numb. Maybe you drink, maybe you smoke, whatever your vice is. Maybe you go out all the time. Who knows? Some of us try to numb and we try to be the happiest person, the giggly person, the one that's cracking jokes. And we're not a problem to other people. We're only hurting ourselves. That's one version of this. The version that's systemic, that's causing problems for the rest of us, is those of you who numb and get violent. And you have no recollection of it because you think blacking out is your solution. Because the pain is so much. You're dealing with so much in your head that you drown yourself in the bottle. And then what? All that anger, all that frustration that you have bottled up, where does that go? You don't know because you black out. Guess who does? The women around you. We know because we're the ones you take it out on all the time. So this isn't about one incident with me. This is a systemic thing. This is an epidemic. And if you really care about Black women, if you really care about your sisters, and you really think that the violence that happens to us is unacceptable, please, for the love of God, go to therapy in whatever form that looks like for you. You got a couple bros you need to talk to, y'all need to have a healing circle, do that. But stop just drowning your shit and then taking it out on everybody else. We got enough shit to deal with. We got enough of our own pain. Being black and a woman, the most exhausting shit, bro. The most exhausting. I need more time to work on this and really think about what restorative justice is. But I realized that, like, I gotta take the armor down anyways, regardless, because it's not good for me. Doesn't make the world any safer, but the armor that I've been having hasn't done anything. Like, it helped me survive during that time, but now that I know better, I can do better. I don't need those coping mechanisms. If I feel like I gotta armor up around you, I'm just gonna let you know I don't like you. Your energy doesn't make me feel safe. Stay at a distance. And if that offends you, oh well. Because at this point, I'm not willing to sacrifice and turn myself into a nasty, mean person or bitter or hardened. You know how they like to call us battle hardened? I'm tired of y'all. Stop giving me battles. Get on my nerves, bro. I don't need no more battles. We fighting enough people. I'm fighting everybody. And I'm tired of fighting. And I'm exhausted of fighting. And so I'm not going to use anger to get my healing or get justice for myself. I'm really going to dig deep and just work from love and vulnerability. And I wanted to share something with y'all, specifically to this guy. He knows who he is, out in Columbus, Ohio. You know who you are, because clearly people have told you. You've already tried to scare some people off. It's really embarrassing, okay? But I feel for you. I actually do. Because how miserable do you have to be in your heart and your soul, and how much pain are you going through that you felt the need to take it out on me? Still working on the forgiveness piece, but that's the start of my empathy for you. And what I learned a long time ago, and the reason why I'm able to just kind of move on through this, is that the people who hurt you are usually not the people who heal you. If you're waiting on an apology from somebody, you'll be waiting for a long time. There is a part of you that has to learn how to move on without it. And I want everyone, and what I'm challenging myself to do, is how to move on without putting the armor on and putting more of it on and being more guarded, because then I lose twice, and I don't want to do that. And I'm not giving anybody that power over me, because I'm not that person. I haven't been that person. I'm not a violent person. I'm not normally an angry person, and I'm not gonna let anybody turn me into that. So I'm done with putting on the armor. I hope that all of you can take some time to figure out what yours is, because I promise you it's stopping you from being the person you want to be. And next week we'll talk about building gates, not walls, and that there's a difference there, and I'll go into that more next week. But with that being said, I do want to manifest some things, but also I wrote a poem, Survivor, a while back, and I know it resonated with a lot of people, but I needed that reminder again, and I needed that reminder for myself to take down my own armor, because I've already run this race. I've already done my healing from this as an individual, and I want to heal us as a collective, as Black women, as Tagada women, as women as a whole. that really will be my legacy, is how do we live in a safe world, in a safe environment for ourselves even, you know? And so I wrote Survivor, and I guess I'm gonna read it. I've never read it publicly, so I hope y'all stick with me. Give me some grace here. I don't know. Maybe I'll get emotional. Maybe I won't. But however this resonates with you, if you too were triggered by this week, or just, you know, I mean, it ain't got to be this week. Just be a woman in this world, you're going to be triggered, right? So I needed this reminder for myself, and this is the lesson for me of taking my own armor down. I'm not numbing through this. You guys are processing this with me in real time. This is what I look like and what I sound like when I'm going through it. I just am not in the tear phase, because honestly, I think I'm almost out of them, but I'm sure they'll come up at some point. So here goes. Survivor. At first, Survivor sounds strong, convinces you that you are brave, and then you remember what you survived is inhumane. But then the world urges you, don't cry, don't shed a tear. You were strong, you were fierce. Here, said the world, wear your shield. They don't tell you they'll blame you for it later. Wait, it isn't heavy enough? Here, cover that with shame. What if the community finds out? This will break my family's heart. Protect them at all costs. Your mind keeps spinning until a little voice whispers, but aren't I the victim? 2. They called you a survivor before you understood what you would be surviving. She told her story, so she must be okay. They don't see the tremors, the nightmares, the overthinking, the anxiety of being caught off guard, the hardening of the shield they gave. She's such a strong woman. Don't cry, don't shed a tear. They forget to tell you it stops love from coming in. The moment has passed. You can't make relationships last. You can't stop getting sad, or you get really mad. They told you that you survived, so where's the book on life after survival? 3. Slowly she found her way. Some picked her up, held her. They lit her candles and kept her safe. They showed her real love. They taught her that she doesn't deserve pain. Ooh. She started by shedding the shame. She no longer carries what happened to her. The burden was too grave. Then she started peeling back the shield. Layer by layer, she began to heal. No longer would she hear, don't cry, don't shed a tear. She is a superwoman, and now she remembers she can take the cape off. 4. So yes, survivor she was, but it's never one size fits all. The journey requires all-terrain wheels. You are brave, but you deserve a seatbelt. Better yet, get in the driver's seat. Navigate to the next stop. You took your life back, and we're taking notes on how to do that. Ooh. So that's Survivor. I wrote that for me, and I know it resonated with a lot of people. And I felt it so fitting because I wrote it and I claimed it a long time ago that I don't want to keep wearing the armor, that it's not mine to carry, and it's not one that I need anymore. And I really hope that everyone else can get there too. Okay. Y'all already know Manifest Mondays. It's all the feels. So I just wanted to share that with everyone. I hope that you're doing that. I hope that you're learning what your armor is and what it's stopping you from achieving and getting in life. What I want to manifest for all of us is restorative justice and healing. I really, really want to manifest that for us. I want to manifest I want to manifest women being who they were, always meant to be, before the world tried to turn you into something that they wanted you to be. I'm going to manifest some very specific things. I actually wrote these down because I journaled this weekend like I told my friends I would. I want to manifest a world where men are also able to be vulnerable and to speak and deal with their issues so that they can stop taking out on the rest of us. And that women give them that space. And I want to manifest a new normal, a normal that it just lets everyone be authentically who they are. I want to manifest there is no one definition of perfection, that everyone finds the perfection in themselves as they are, as God made them to be. I want to manifest a balance again between men and women, where we can play the roles that we're naturally good at and respect when somebody just is the exception to the rule. I want to manifest that this gentleman get the healings that he needs, and that the people who are trying to protect him and trying to protect his ego and their own reputation, I really want to manifest healing for all of you, because you need it, and we need you to have it so that the rest of us can stop suffering. And I want to manifest a community and a culture of accountability, of apologizing when we're wrong, and truly meaning it and actually changing our actions and doing the work that we have to do to be the people that we want to be. I'm manifesting just peace, really and truly, for our people and for ourselves, internally and externally. And I want to manifest true love again between all of us, because I feel like for 9 months we've had conversations about relationships, about our culture, about our history, all types of things, and I can just tell we're all operating out of distrust, out of bad experiences, whatever the case is, and I just don't see how we're gonna rebuild until we find our way back to loving each other. And we're not gonna find our way back to that until people start taking accountability for the trash shit that they've done. So I'm manifesting all of that for all of us, because we deserve it. And I know we're already doing the work to get there, but I just want to claim it. I want to own that. And I want the rest of us to own that. And I want to be able to run this back soon and know that we did our parts. So I'm manifesting that for all of us. The armor is off for me. I'm probably going to isolate for a while because I need to. And if you want to check on me because you love me, just text me. See if I'm up for a conversation. I'm still fighting my instincts to want to answer people's calls. But just check. Just text first. See if I'm capable, if I have the capacity. I love all of y'all. I really do. I just don't have all the space because I need a lot of self-love right now to deal with what I'm dealing with. And this whole taking off the armor thing is very new, so I feel very raw. And as I sift through that, I'm going to continue to the show. I'm going to continue to be there for everyone, because I do this for me too. I'm just asking everyone to respect this space. So I know I know you'll call. I just want y'all to know. So I don't know if there's anybody who wanted me to manifest for them specifically. I try to leave space for y'all towards the end. If there is someone and you want to drop your name in the chat, please let me know. Again, this was kind of a heavier episode. It's gonna be like that for this month because I'm shedding a lot of shit. And honestly, we've been through 9 months of trauma. We can take a month of being in our feelings. It's okay, y'all. We need to start being in our feelings more, because this whole numbing and pretending like we're okay is not gonna work for any of us. So I don't see anyone specific in here trying to get manifested for. Okay, thank you, Meru. She said you are so appreciated. Listen, y'all been telling me all week. I'm like, y'all just knew this was a heavy week, so I appreciate all of y'all for taking the time to tell me. I guess what I'll manifest for the rest of us. I'm trying to think. This is a lot. I manifested a whole lot. I'm trying to think, is there a specific group this week that stands out? Nah, I've been thinking about myself, y'all. I've been thinking about myself a lot this week. Been dealing with a lot. You know what? Let me manifest this then. Let me manifest, if you haven't and you're planning on coming to Seattle, I'm going to manifest a lot of healing that weekend. I'm going to manifest that the people of Seattle get loved on. Because it's been a really hard year for all of us, but Seattle's been going through it for a while. So I want to manifest a lot of love and light for Seattle coming up, and that our community starts to get the healing that we need, and that we start having the conversations that we've been avoiding. So I want to manifest that for us too. Madi, of course, come through. She said also, let's manifest for all the mothers out there as we approach Ashenda. Ashenda is a women's empowerment holiday, and I know that they're gearing up for it, and I'm sure this is going to be a big one. Our women have suffered so much, so I definitely want to manifest the strength and love and light for them as they put these things together for us. And I also want to manifest that all of us under them learn the true meaning of it, and also get the strength from what the holiday is supposed to bring for us. So that's gonna be it, you guys, for Manifest Mondays. Thank y'all for riding with me. I appreciate y'all, for real. Y'all make this segment easy to do. I know my comments are always loving and hold me down. So that is it for Manifest Mondays. I will see you guys on Wednesday for Black Women Wednesday. I have a sweet sister joining me, so flyer will be up soon. And then we're going to be back at it on Sunday. So keep your eyes peeled, run this back, send this to people, send this to the guy. If y'all know who the guy is that wanted to have the little altercation with me, please send it to him. He might get some healing, understand the hurt and pain that he caused somebody else, and maybe he will go get the help he needs. Who knows? I manifest that for him too. I see you, Fresh. One love. I appreciate you. So thank you, everybody. I'll see y'all on Wednesday.